Good morning, students. Today we discuss application of equilibrium constant. There are three application of equilibrium constant, namely number one, to predict the extent of reaction. Equilibrium constant is used to predict the extent of reaction. Suppose the value of Kc greater than 10 raised to power 3. It indicate forward direction. It indicate forward direction. Yeah, forward reaction favors. Forward reaction favors. If the value of Kc less than 10 raised to power minus 3, it indicates reverse reaction favors. If the value of Kc is lie between 10 raised to power minus 3 to 10 raised to power 3, it indicates both reactants and product are at appreciable concentration. Both reactant and products are at appreciable concentration, means comparable concentration. The second application of equilibrium constant is to determine in which direction the reaction will proceed. That is to determine the direction of reaction. Suppose we have a reaction A moles of A which combines with B moles of C gives X moles of X plus Y moles of Y. This reaction is not at equilibrium, then the value of Kc called equilibrium reaction quotient may be expressed as x raised to power x, y raised to power y divided by a raised to power a, b raised to power b. It is a reaction quotient. It is applicable only if the reaction is not at equilibrium. Now compare it with Kc. If the value of Qc is greater than Kc, it indicates reverse reaction will favors. If the value of Qc, if the value of Qc is less than Kc, it indicates that forward reaction favors. Reaction shift in forward direction. If the value of Qc is equal to the value of Kc, it means reaction is at equilibrium. Reaction is at equilibrium. Reaction is in equilibrium. So number third application of equilibrium constant is to determine or is to calculate the equilibrium concentration. Now student, we are dealing with application of equilibrium constant. There are three application of equilibrium constant. Number first, to determine the extent of reaction. If Kc value greater than 10 raised to power 3, it indicates forward reaction favors. If Kc value less than 10 raised to power minus 3, reverse reaction favors. If the value of Kc lies between 10 raised to power minus 3 to 10 raised to power 3, means both reactant and product are at appreciable concentration. For a reaction, A moles of A plus B moles of A gives X moles of X plus Y moles of Y. Reaction quotient is indicated by Qc. If the value of Qc greater than Kc, it indicates reverse reaction favors. If Qc less than Kc, it indicates forward reaction favors. If Qc is equal to Kc, the reaction is at equilibrium. And the third application of equilibrium constant is to determine or to calculate the equilibrium concentration. Now, student, there is a relationship between the delta G naught, that is the Gibbs free energy, and the equilibrium constant. It is delta G naught is equals to minus 2.303 RT log base 10 Kc. It is a relationship between standard Gibbs free energy and equilibrium constant. It is delta G naught is equals to minus 2.303 RT log base 10 Kc. Now student, let us discuss numerical based on it. Suppose we have a reaction is given NOG plus half O2G, sign of reversibility NO2G, and the value of formation of delta G naught for NO2 and O2 is given in question, and they are respectively. The value of these are respectively 52 kilojoule per mole, 0 kilojoule per mole, 87 kilojoule per mole respectively. In this question we have to calculate the value of delta G naught along with Kc. Suppose here a reaction in which delta G naught, value of NO, NO2 and O2 are given. In this question we have to calculate the value of delta G naught and Kc. Now let us calculate it. We know that delta G naught may be calculated with the help of formula summation delta G naught of products minus summation delta G naught of reactants. Here the product is NO2 and the value of NO2 is 52. Reactant are 87 and 0. On solving we get 35 kilojoule per mole is the answer. Now we know that the relationship between the delta G naught and Kc is 2.303 RT log base 10 Kc. We know the value of delta G naught, it is minus 35, multiply it 1000 to convert it into joules. Now minus 2.303 into 8.314 into, here the temperature of this question is given 298 Kelvin. The temperature is also given 298 Kelvin. Now multiply by 298 log base 10 Kc. Students, here we apply the formula delta G naught is equals to minus 2.303 RT log base 10 Kc. On generally putting the value, we get 6.1341. Now taking antilog of this quantity, we get antilog of 6.1341. Thus we get value. By seeing antilog table we can calculate the value of 6.1341. 13 का 4 में 1 का mean difference, it is comes out to be approx 1361. It comes out to be 1361. So with the help of the log and antilog table we can calculate the value of Kc. I repeat it again. Suppose in this question value of delta G naught for reactant and product are given. We have to calculate delta G naught, Kc and temperature is also given. Apply the formula delta G naught is equal to summation delta G naught of product minus summation delta G naught of reactant. Putting the values, get the answer. Now apply the further formula delta G naught is equal to minus 2.303 RT log base 10 Kc. Putting the values, we get log base 10 Kc is equal to 6.1341. Taking antilog both sides, log and cancel out by antilog. Here we have only Kc. Here antilog of 6.1341. Now by seeing antilog table, we can calculate the value of 6.1341 like this manner. Thank you very much.